Have you ever wondered if your business or work is truly aligned with God's unique plan for your life? Maybe you felt that tug on your heart or that whisper that there's something more to your entrepreneurial or work life journey, something deeper, more fulfilling, and purpose driven. If that resonates with you, you are not alone. Many faith driven women entrepreneurs and business and working women, they really share this desire to merge their business or their professional goals with God's greater vision for their lives. To help you uncover where you stand and what steps you can take next, we've created a fun and insightful quiz called How Aligned Are You with God's Business and Work Design? So, in this episode of the Truth in Business Show, Mary and I are going to explore this vital connection between your faith and your business, helping you to evaluate how closely your work aligns with God's unique design for your life. We're going to introduce this fun and, again, insightful quiz. How aligned are you with God's business/work design, whether you're in business for yourself or business with others? And we'll examine 5 key areas that the quiz is going to look at. First is your clarity of calling, then your integration of your faith, your utilization of your gifts, the kingdom impact that you're making or want to make, and the peace and confidence that you have about this. We'll talk about each one of these areas and why the alignment in these matters, outlining that transformational benefits of building a business and doing the work that you're doing grounded in God's purpose. Things like clarity, fulfillment, and lasting impact. And then we'll highlight the next steps for you based on your quiz results, guiding you towards that deeper alignment to move forward with confidence and with faith. This is Deneen TV.
And I'm Mary Allure. Welcome to another episode of the Truth in Business Show, where truth is God's word and business is how we serve.
Yes, we've been serving for over a decade. We have worked with Christian women entrepreneurs and business owners in many different capacities. Mary on the technical side with helping with email marketing and web design. And me personally, I've facilitated workshops, hosted networking groups, organized masterminds, created courses, taught techniques and strategies for both business and faith, as well as doing the coaching that we're both doing right now.
Yeah, so that's about us, but we'd love to get to know about you and your needs when it comes to connecting your faith and your work. You can find the quiz link that we're talking about below in the description, but we'd also love you to stick around and listen in on why it's so important to be aligned with God through your work. And of course, as we always do, we want to remind you to like this video, subscribe on the channel, and ring the bell so you know when we upload next.
Yes, definitely. So let's get into all of this. What is the quiz really all about? I like to always say it's a snapshot. It's designed to be a snapshot of how closely your work or business really reflects God's design for you right now. It's not just about strategy or success. Our big word for today is going to be alignment.
Yes, I love that. Yes, we always have a word for our episodes.
It seems that way, doesn't it? Doesn't
Yeah.
it? It's about understanding your God-given gifts, values, and calling and how they all come together, excuse me, to really shape your
Oh,
work into something that glorifies him and serves others, because that's what we do, right? And
right.
we serve others.
We serve others. Yes, we serve others. And we want you to learn about yourself. We want you to become more self-aware. It's so important. I think that some people don't think about themselves very much, but really you have to really get in and deep into how God designed you. And
Yeah.
that's what you'll
Why do
learn.
you do the things you do? Is it
Yeah.
okay to do the things you do?
Yeah.
If you see yourself as different from someone, do you have the courage and the confidence to say, that's okay? I'll do it
Right.
my way. I'll do it the way
Yes.
God wants me to do it. So that's what this quiz is going to kind of spark in you. And like I said, there are 5 key areas we're going to explore. So we're going to go through all 5 of them. The first one is clarity of calling. So the question is, do you already have a clear understanding of what God's calling you to do in your work? This section is really going to help you to evaluate whether you're confidently pursuing your purpose or you're still searching for direction. So I
Right.
must say, be honest when you're taking this quiz with yourself, not with what you want to be, but where you are right
Right.
now.
Right. Where you are right now. So important because we can always think, well, but I know this is where I'm at now, but I really want to be doing this. But no, let's really be honest with ourselves and see if are we stuck? Are we in what we always talk about, the roundabout?
Yeah.
Um,
Not
and
making any
that's
choices, analysis
right.
paralysis, just circling and doing nothing for God.
I know, just circling that roundabout where you think, oh, which exit should I take? Do I take the first one, the third one? Which one?
I know it's really crazy. And that's the
Yeah,
work that we do in Calling Clarity.
yeah,
That is specifically helping you to really understand your design so that you can be confident to take that step out of the roundabout and into the next thing God has for you, the next logical step. But sometimes we can't see it because we have too many things coming at us. And so clarity gets
yeah.
muddled in all
Right,
the good things we could do, and we don't
right,
have a tool or a way or framework to look to see what is the best thing for me to do right now. That's what
right.
calling clarity does.
That's so good. So good. Yes. And the
Okay.
next one that we really is very important is integration of your faith. And I can't stress enough. And for me personally, seeking clarity around what I'm supposed to be doing helped me to integrate my faith more. So it's kind of all
Oh,
works together. So it really, and it helped me grow in faith.
oh
So
yeah, because the question is how deep is your faith integrated into your business decisions, the things you do every single day, your operations of how you show up in your work and the long-term goals that you have, whether that's your own business or like I said, in the workplace. You need to still have goals, not just what your company says, but personal goals to grow in faith
you
and to grow in your business. I mean, our workplaces give us all kinds of training, but are we continually training ourselves in faith so we can
right.
grow in our skills there? This part's really going to reveal whether your business, your work is grounded on a spiritual foundation.
Yeah, so important. So important because you have to have that foundation. And this is something that I learned by seeking clarity is I learned I have to have that, I have to grow in faith and it helps you grow in other areas, grow in
Yeah.
your work, in your personal life.
Yeah.
So that's how our personalized faith plan helps you to learn to grow your faith so you can grow in other areas.
Yeah, it's always about growing your faith first, and it's going to
Mhm.
fuel your work, your
Yes,
business, your
yes,
whatever it is. It's going to fuel all of your life. And again, that personalized faith plan that we have inside Calling Clarity right now really gets specific on building that foundation for
yeah,
you based on God's design of you. The third area of this quiz is the utilization of your gifts. Now, not just your spiritual gifts, but it does include your spiritual gifts. It's also about your unique talents, your skills, your experiences, and are you using them to your fullest potential? I know a lot of times people hold back from something because they don't want to seem like they're overstepping the boss or
yeah,
pushing their views or something like that. Have you found
right.
yourself doing that when you were in corporate, Mary?
Oh,
Like,
definitely. Definitely. I do that. I definitely did. And I do it now, even I do volunteer work for a university in town and I feel like I better step back. So
yeah.
yes.
Yeah. I mean, this section really utilizing your gifts is really the section that's going to highlight whether you're operating in what we call your sweet spot in your
Yeah,
God-given design in your genius
right,
zone, right? So are you doing those things that really help you focus on making the most or the best impact in the work that you're doing? I think it's Seth
right,
Godin that says, be the linchpin, be the one who people come to for certain things. But sometimes
right,
we end up being the jack of all trades
right,
instead of focusing on what we're really good at, what we love doing, what we care about. Those are the things that I know in Calling Clarity, we help you really focus on. And we pull from those seven different areas of your life, like the mosaic, right? So it's
Yeah,
what are those experiences you can bring into it? What is that those skills that you've learned? What is the values that you have? Well, all these things we pull in, like I said, including your spiritual gifts, to really show up authentically 100% you.
I know. Because, like you said, like when you're the jack of all trades, you water down your effectiveness. When you are self-aware and you know your genius zone, you know what you love and what you're really good at and what you really care about, then you really can make an impact.
And that's the
Yeah.
fourth one. The fourth section of this quiz is about kingdom impact. Does your business, does your work serve others in a way that really reflects God's love and advances his kingdom? We're called to be disciples, but also called to make disciples.
Yeah.
And that's the last thing that Jesus said, go and make disciples. Well, we get to do that in the workplace. We get to do that in the marketplace. We are out there. We don't have to wait till somebody walks into our church in order to
Right.
serve them. We can serve them outside so that they can see God's goodness and God's love
Yep.
through us. And so the quiz part is going to help you really discover whether that work that you're doing is really aligning with that higher mission that God has for us. And I call it the personal Great Commission because it's personal to each one of us. It's not about all of us standing on the street corner with a sign. It's not about all of
No.
us becoming pastors or missionaries. It is about where God has us, who is our sphere of influence, and how can we influence them for his kingdom and make that impact. That just gets me excited.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Yes. And
Yeah.
the fifth one is peace and confidence. Do you feel peace and confidence in your journey, in your work journey, your professional journey, knowing that you're following God's lead?
Yeah. This is really
Yeah.
where it's going to help you assess whether you're moving forward in your faith or if you feel stuck and uncertain about
Yeah.
what's really happening, right? I think it has a lot to do with the way we see our work, our mindset. When we look at the way we work, going to the office every day, whether that's in our house or it's in an office building, if it's in a co-working space, wherever we
Whatever.
are we looking for ways to serve? How are we serving through our business? Instead of being pulled in so many different directions, because we're not going to have peace if we're
No.
doing too much stuff, you really can have the focus on what is God calling me to do? And you can see your work really as a way of worshiping him. I mean, that's what business is about. Business is about serving others. And if we are thinking that we're just trying to make a buck, then we're not really having the heart of being a servant to other people.
Exactly. Exactly. So is a good note to transition here because before we move into why all of this matters, we really like to hear from you. We'd like to have you join in on our discussion. What area do you feel most confident uh, in? Do you need clarity in your calling, integration of faith, utilizing your gifts, having a kingdom impact, or feeling the peace and confidence to move forward? We'd love to know where you are, and we'd love to know more of what you'd like to do.
Yeah, I mean, these five areas, you could feel confident in one of them, could feel
Yeah,
confident in a different area. You could be like, oh, I really need that. So let
right.
us know. We'd love to chat with you in the comments. And it's just always fun for us to see that you are responding. So these
Hmm.
five areas really are a great way for you to look at how you're doing in connecting faith and business and really be aligned for what God has for you. But again, why does all this matter? Alignment with God's business design, it really isn't just about building a successful enterprise or climbing the corporate ladder. It's really about stepping into the purpose that he's uniquely prepared for you. And we talk about that in Ephesians 2:10, that God planned things, plans works, plural, for you to do. So when you are aligned, and we've talked a lot about this, I think in our last episode, it's about that personalized faith plan. It's about really growing your faith so that it fuels all the other things that you're doing. So clarity is really about knowing your next steps without second guessing every decision that you
Yeah,
make. Like we said, getting out of that roundabout and moving in a direction that you know is right. That's why it matters. It matters because of fulfillment. I like the word satisfied, that deep
yeah,
sense of satisfaction that comes from living out your God-given calling. It
right,
we are in business, we need to make money, and money is
right,
important. But if we're living in satisfaction, in fulfillment, doing what we know we're supposed to do, working in that genius zone, the money's going to come, whether you're getting it from an employer or you're getting it from your clients, customers. We know that. And again, it matters because we're supposed to have that kingdom impact, right, Mary?
right. Yes, yes. Going back to the fulfillment and the satisfaction, we get that joy of seeing how our work advances God's mission on earth.
Oh,
We
yeah.
we are working with other believers to make an impact in the marketplace, or wherever you may be.
Right. And I think
Again,
that's
it's
an
not,
important thing you said, banding together with other believers.
yeah,
We have to be in community with people who understand this this mission that we're on through our work. I think that's the
right.
other thing, is to finding that community. Really,
Yes,
really.
yes, yes. It's so interesting because once you start, work integrating your faith and your work, then you'll also meet other people who who maybe they wouldn't have said anything hadn't you said something. So
Exactly.
you really you get joy out of seeing and meeting other people and working together.
Oh, yes, definitely. No more
Yeah.
secret Christians in the workplace, right?
No, I love that. No, no secret questions.
And it matters because we all want peace. We all want confidence, really resting in the assurance that we're walking in that path that God has set for each one of us. It really, I know when I'm aligned with God, it really helps me to be more decisive and
Yeah.
know that every decision I'm making is going in the right direction.
Hmm.
Now, there are trip ups, there are things that, of course, and setbacks and things like that, but it's always better than know for sure. It's like, oh, wait a minute, let me go make sure that I'm doing this right. Let me go realign. Maybe I need a time away. Maybe without that alignment, it's so easy to just feel stuck and overwhelmed,
Yeah.
disconnected, and you're not understanding what that deeper purpose is. So it's important. The quiz will be important for helping you take time to really assess where you are and kind of say, okay, how do I now realign with God so that it ensures that I'm building something that not only serving others, but also glorifying Him and reflecting His unique plan for you. I think that is an important thing as well.
Yeah. And we really want to encourage you to take this quick quiz. It's quick. And because once you complete the quiz, you'll receive a personalized result that helps you understand where you are on your journey.
Yeah, and there's
And
only
we,
three levels. There's only a
yeah,
high alignment,
which
you're
is
already in
easy.
high alignment, and moderate alignment, or low alignment. So
Yeah.
don't get scared.
Right. Right. Don't get scared and we're all on a journey, remember. So it's okay wherever you find yourself because there's always room to become more aligned with God's will for you.
Yeah. So if you do get the high alignment result,
Woohoo!
congratulations.
Yay!
You really are on a path that honors God and reflects His design. The next steps for you, would be to refine and expand your impact. Of course, that can be done in community where you have support, encouragement, and accountability that you need to stay aligned. Because even though you're doing okay, the enemy's going to come after you, and you need to have that community behind you to stay aligned. I think that is important, super
Yes,
important.
definitely. Yes. And the next
Okay,
one
tell
is
us about
moderate.
moderate.
I know, moderate. So that's a good place to be. Also, if your alignment is moderate, there's room for growth, which there is room for growth in all of them, of course. But your results will provide you insight on where you can deepen your connection to God's vision for you and your work and your life.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah,
I'd love to invite anybody who is in this moderate. Well, if you're in either of these levels, but the moderate
yeah,
level, if you're like, I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong, not doing wrong. I'm not sure what I'm not doing enough of, but this is how I'm feeling. I'd invite you to have a call with me, and really we can look at these growth areas and really see what you need in order to grow more in the areas that you feel that you want to grow. So I'll put that link in the description
yeah.
so that you can have a call with me.
Yeah, and I highly recommend a call with Denise. She's a great person to brainstorm with, especially when it comes to faith. If it weren't for Denise, I wouldn't be where I am on my faith journey. So I'm very grateful for it. And I highly recommend it for everybody
Oh,
else.
thank you so much. Okay, so if you hit low alignment, and you really feel out of sync, I don't want you to worry. Don't worry. This is an opportunity for you to really pause, reflect, and realign. I used to do this, reframe
Yeah,
it.
reframe.
Let's reframe, right?
Yeah.
Um, you're going to be invited to explore resources like our free training about how to connect your faith and your business, and introduce you to the Calling Clarity course, which is really designed to help women like you really uncover their God given design and step boldly into their business or work calling. So even though it talks a lot about business, you can always say, well, I am in business with someone else, not my own business, but still you're representing Christ no matter where you are. If you're in the workplace or the
Yeah.
marketplace, we're still all there. So be
Yeah.
looking for that link as well in the description. So here's the question: are you ready to discover how aligned you are with God's design for business or work, or business design, work design, however we want to say it? Taking the quiz, it's quick, it's easy, I know it is eye opening. Plus, it is the perfect first step toward creating the business, the work that really reflects your faith, your values, and your purpose. So, click the link in the description to take the quiz and start your journey toward clarity, confidence, and alignment today. Just let's discover how God's plan can transform your business, your work, your entire life.
Yes, I love that. And remember, when you align your business or work with God's design, you're not just creating your career, you're stepping into a divine mission. This alignment unlocks a sense of peace and purpose that overcomes all those doubts and uncertainties.
Yes, it really enables you to confidently move forward, as we've said, out of the roundabout, knowing that you're living in obedience to God's unique calling for your life. The quiz is more than just a tool, it's the start of the transformation He wants for you. So, my goodness,
Oh,
sorry. Whether you're looking for to find clarity or deepen your faith driven mission or realign your goals, this journey
yeah,
is going to empower you to embrace your calling fully. Take the first step today and watch how God works through your willingness to seek Him in every part of your life, professionally, spiritually, um,
yeah.
personally, all parts of
Effort,
your life.
all parts. I know that when I started on my journey, it has affected all parts of my life. So that's, you can't ask for more. So thank you everybody for joining us in on this discussion. We'd love to hear from you. Again, comments, sign up for a call with Deneen, and make sure to like and subscribe. And if you know anybody else who would benefit from this information, please share the video. And this is Mary Allure.
And I'm Deneen TV. Have a great rest of your day. And as always, be filled to overflowing.